For the most part, we're okay with doing a reboot again. I don't like rebooting, but you know, it is what it is. I don't think I should end the series on that sort of a note. I did get a couple of people who were saying that I should have kept at it for a little longer just to see if the wargs would be eventually killed. I did give it a couple attempts. The first time we had sappers who came, they took out the wargs and fucked up a little bit of our building before being satisfied with the damage and leaving. But that meant that the repairs and all that jazz that I had to go through, it would have been a couple months in game before we'd be up to a playable state again. The next 2 attempts, a siege had come and just bombarded us from afar. It was 1 incendiary mortar and then 1 regular mortar is what they had. Both times actually. And the fire sort of spread kind of chaotically. Snow never came and I was kind of upset about that. And then the 4th time, Gerbin ended up breaking, wandering outside, dying. And then we went into sort of a tantrum spiral because too many people had died. So it's one of those things where we may have been able to hang in there a little longer, but would it have been worth it? Would it have been fun to watch? No, it wouldn't have been. It wouldn't have been fun to play. It wouldn't be fun to watch. So we're going for the reboot one more time. I already made a world. We're going to be trying Phoebe Chillax. She's not actually that chillax. Her name is a bit of a lie. She's actually incredibly stressful because the attacks that she pumps out are really, really severe. And they're pretty infrequent, so you never really expect it, but at least you have time to recover a little bit. So we'll go for her. We'll go for extreme. Because why not? And worst case, if she does turn out too easy, then we'll put it back on bitch Cassandra and put her on extreme and let her just ravage me into the end again. It did make a new world. This world is 570W, is just the random one. I didn't feel like making a creative name for it, and not a whole lot of love for the tundra, which is fair enough. A couple people really enjoy it, but for the most part, folks are wanting a sort of a hot biome. So I thought maybe not extreme desert, maybe normal desert, or maybe even the arid shrubland. Found a spot here that should do the trick. It is the Arid Shrubland, which I don't think I've done for a good while. And it is large hills, not mountainous because that's just too much, and not small hills because then the metals are a bit few and far between. So we'll be going for large hills there. The temperature's not quite as extreme as I'd normally enjoy, but with cold snaps and heat waves and stuff like that, we might be okay. As it was pointed out, there's so many negative moodlets and stuff like that that can occur right now that the game generally finds a way to make it difficult for you, no matter what, especially on extreme. So I think maybe I'm being a bit too hard on myself for my playstyle, and we'll go for something just kind of sort of a little bit meh. I don't know. We'll give it a shot and see. 300 by 300 is the world size, as per usual. Again, permadeath is off, but I still abide by permadeath. I'm not a save scummer. That's just how I am. And I don't know what the factions are. I suppose we'll find out once we get in game. We don't really have a cook, and we don't have a constructor. We don't really have much of a gardener, but we have a night owl miner here, who is also a psychopath. Woo. We have Gilbert, who is an ascetic and psychically deaf, also miner. So day miner, night miner, I suppose. I'm not mining myself into a mountain and just hanging out there and hunkering down. It's tempting, what with the, well, I won't spoil it, but there's certain countermeasures against doing that. And while it is manageable, it's not something I'm really feeling like tackling right now. So it's still nice to have a good bit of mining though, so we can at least not fall behind on steel this time. Ugh, that'd be cool. But we also have Rad, who is a masochist and steadfast, so he doesn't break very easily, and when he's in pain, he gets a mood boost for it. He is also good at shooting and melee, so he could be a melee hunter, which would be kind of fun to try out. And he does crafting and research. So not a bad little starting 3 actually, and it didn't take me that long to randomize to find them. But you know, again, I did randomize a little bit just so I don't start with people who are just like asthmatic and have a torn up leg so they don't move, or people who are all incapable of dumb labor so nobody can haul and just stuff like that. It's just like, ugh, I'm not putting up with that. Not a bad little zone we've got here, and the wildlife is actually kind of surprising. I haven't done Arid Shrubland in a good long while, so I wasn't sure what to expect with the animals, but we have actually boomlubs down here, and there's actually rhinoceros also where we started, so pretty fantastic for hunting. And buffalo. A lot of big animals. Very nice. There's also the rich soil patches. There's a giant one up here, and there's also one kind of where we started down here. So I'm not sure if I'll be able to take advantage of that huge one up there, but my God, was it tempting. But it's just the hauling job that I have to do. So what I'm doing here is we're just hauling from where we started here into a stockpile zone here. It's a bit small for now, but it should do just to keep things in decent condition, medicine and the like. Taking advantage of the natural wall that was here, putting wood door, wood wall, wood door, so it's a nice throughway. Considered using this area, but I might do that for a quick prison if I need to. So I got the door here as well, so we can quickly wake up from our bedrooms, go over to the prisoner if necessary. I'd like to be doing a prison a little closer to us, but depending on when we get attacked, I'm going to keep that up for the time being. And then growing zone up here, as I said, we do have a rich soil zone here. This is heel root, for basically Zerigium, as it used to be called. It as the cheap basic medicine that's always cool to have on hand. Strawberry plants because they're pretty tasty, potatoes because they're pretty tasty and robust, and then cotton because clothing. I don't have very much cotton because I can't really do anything with cotton yet, but it would be nice to get a start on it. There's also some more MREs up here. There's agave around, berry plants around. It's actually a really forgiving zone, all things considered. Kind of surprised. I was expecting it to be a little harsher, but we'll see. Worst case, we're in it for the long haul, and that's probably not a horrible thing, is it? Some people are into this game for extreme difficulty and stuff like that. Others are in it for just the kind of relaxing behavior, and some people are just here because they enjoy just having something playing in the background. So, different tastes. So while this may not appease everybody, and some people may be a bit upset because I'm rebooting, that's fine. I accept that. Oh, right, names. I did do different names. So we got Rogue, Lidstrom, and Wheatley. Lidstrom, I couldn't do the umlaut thing over the O. Alt codes aren't a thing, so you're just rocking a basic O there. You are the Night Owl who will be going to bed here pretty soon. I did do the timetables in such a way that the Night Owl will be doing their Night Owl thing straight away, right off the bat. While I could do the new colony optimism and take advantage of that and keep him up during the daytime, I figure it's better just to get this set in stone early on so I don't have to worry about it. But that's you. Then we got Wheatley here. He is the masochist who is also steadfast. And Rogue. Basically the miner. He doesn't really do a whole lot, actually, looking at it now. But that's okay. And we started once again with a little Yorkshire Terrier, these little yappy shits. They don't haul, they're too small for it. They're somewhat smart, they're a decent companion. We're really probably just gonna sell it right away though. Hauling shouldn't take too long, it's right there. I have one person who'll be doing the hauling right now, and the other two I believe are going to be doing the construction for the time being. Yeah, Wheatley's going to be doing the hauling, the other two will be doing the construction and all that. We don't really have a cook, as I said before, so I have Rogue doing it because I don't know, that may or may not change in a moment. I don't know. I just want to make sure we get bedrooms set up, things hauled. Worst case, the hauling doesn't get done, that's fine. Okay, looks like we're okay now to do plant cutting. Yeah, I think we got just about everything. A little bit of steel over there, we'll let them do that first. Waiting before I do the plant cutting because everybody's plant cutting once, so I want hauling to be done first. And looks good. Wheatley's got the last bit. So just chop wood, whatever's in the area. Not a whole lot. That's one of the issues with the arid shrubland, is the wood. But we can always plant more trees, and I might do that up here actually. That might be a good use for this rich soil zone. It's just a load of trees. That wouldn't be too bad, because they take so long to grow. I could do oak, so we plant them there and just let them sit for a very long time. We don't have to worry about it, so we're not constantly going up there, you know? That may not be so bad. Sleeping on the floor, that's fine. Night Owl at night 16. You do construction. Yeah, okay, you're working on it. Cool. Well, that kind of works out then. Having the Night Owl straight away. He just stayed up all day and he's just working through the night. We'll need to chop a lot more wood though, I feel. So let's go for that. Spend today mostly gathering a ton of wood. It goes awfully quick. And eventually power, I think solar power is going to be the thing we go with here. Solar power with the wind turbines, as we did before. Basically, the nice lot of sand here pretty much ensures that nothing's going to grow up in the way. Or if there is, it's not going to be much and I can very easily handle it. Yeah, there's some rich soil down here too that I could do for the time being. Let's go growing zone. And we'll call this, we'll go oak tree. So next up then would be, could go prison. Let's get started on the mining though. Mine that, mine the machinery over here. And then deconstruct that. Is there any more of that around here? Just double clicking on these work. I don't think there's any more around here. Okay. There's no real sense in doing power quite yet. I don't have batteries for it. I could turn that into the battery room and we'll, that actually worked out really well. So that'll be the battery room. It's already all stone for us, which is really convenient. It's like the perfect size. I have 4 sandstone blocks. Takes 5. Ah, god damn it. Alright, well that'll just have to be a wood wall then. And we'll go for a wood door. So if there's a fire in there or something, the wood wall and door will burn up. I guess it's alright. So we'll let that get all built up. We'll build a prison because I no longer have a quick impromptu prison set up. I could just go for a quick little, but I'd like to build a decent prison straight away. Something that can actually house multiple beds and have the prisoner medical beds and all that stuff so I don't have to worry about it. Less fuss that way. No meal source, but we do still have 24 of those meals ready to eat, so we're still good for a good while there. Research is Wheatley, who is more or less doing the hauling. His construction skill is really bad. Yeah, I could give you the research bench now. Why not? Out of steel? Nah. We'll go wood. There's really no fantastic place to put this. Just put it there. I don't think I even need to give you a stool. It's such a temporary spot. And our first research will be the microelectronics basics. Sort of have to, and I think I might go for brewing too. Because brewing's quite nice. Booze is a really good thing to keep people in decent spirits. It really helps mitigate the soft breaks so they don't wander around all the time, waste half the day doing that. They just go for a quick drink and off they go, you know? Visitor from Hypnotist's Tree. Right. Factions. What do we have? Historian City. Hypnotist's Tree. And Jeweler's Mesa. There's also the Banzo of River and the Beavers of Murder. My god. It is terrifying. Do we have any social? That's another thing that I don't think I really got any of. Insert a Livestream, but you're sleeping right now, so we'll have Rogue do it. Yeah, that's about right. They don't have really anything. I feel like you're really just there so I could, like, take you prisoner. Just, like, steal you. Oh, look at that. 48 years old, interested in just everything. Because of that, your moving is 83. That's not that bad. It's kind of tempting to take you prisoner. Hypnotist Tree will be forever at war with us if we do that. It'll be a couple more days, but it'll all get done. Rogue's the only one who's actually constructing right now, because I got Livestream doing the gardening still, and Wheatley's doing the research, so it'll be a bit, but it is getting done, which is nice. We still have some steel and components left over for the batteries and all that jazz. Mad Animal, Local Squirrel. It is pretty far to the southeast. Really, Rogue? Just melee it. It's a squirrel. You did it. And work. Let us take us off bed rest there. You'll be fine. If that doesn't automatically improve on its own, I'll have you bed rest, but I'm pretty sure that small scratch will be just fine. Yeah, 17 out of 20 now, okay. Takes a little while, but it does heal on its own, even as an open wound. And there's microelectronics basics done. Much nicer when you actually have somebody who can research. And next up, we'll go for stone cutting to get that out of the way. Miscellaneous, the trade beacon, throw that in here. Oh nice, walls actually block it. Cool. That'll be alright. We get the component back after we can deconstruct it, so I don't mind throwing it down just to move it later on. And comms console as well, I believe. It's a poop spot, but it'll have to do. $18 of 20. Almost healed. Hang in there, Rogue. Rogue's basically got that, and we got the research table done and all that stuff from Wheatley. I don't need stone cutting right away. There's no sense in researching it. I don't have a workshop yet, so I think I'm going to have you hold off on the research. And have you help out with construction then. Or hauling and then construction. Something like that. Probably construction then haul. Because I still need a kitchen, prison, etc, etc. I need all that stuff built up still. So it's a lot easier having 2 workers working on it rather than just the one, because Rogue is still soloing this. Although he's done a pretty nice job with it. And we're basically out of wood again. Which means... we'll probably be doing the kitchen and all that out of steel, because there's a lot of steel around. We'll see. What do we got here? A ninja. Oh my god. What is that? Got a cougar. Ugh. So a little bit of pain. And naked. A little bit of pain from a scratch scar in your head, which only gives pain. A little bit. Okay, that's not too bad. I guess. I'll deal with it. You're ascetic, which is nice. You don't want an impressive bedroom, so that sort of offsets a little bit of pain then, which is cool. You don't have a bedroom yet, but you will. Trigger happy, interested in shooting, great with animals, burning passion research. You don't do cooking or plant work, so we still don't have a cook. Alright, you're great with animals though. Modern glib. Welcome aboard. I think I will have you, daytime obviously, but work on, I guess, handling and warden. Oops. And still have everybody doctor just because we don't have a fantastic doctor at all. If somebody gets infected, then damn. Bring this down a little bit there so we can actually use the comm console there. And okay, so we got batteries, we got the solar power, we got a storage room, the comm beacon, the station's almost up, we got 4 bedrooms. I need another bedroom now. I need to chop more wood. I'll be doing the kitchen out of steel very likely. Okay.